Hello people, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to be looking at how we can beat Ryzeal and Malice, the new top tier decks coming out in crossover breakers. So let's do it. I do have a lot of these cards, however I'm just going to bring them to you, throw them on the screen, and they're going to be considerations that you can either take your main deck or side deck for, because some of these cards are really good for both matchups and some of these cards are very specific for Ryzeal and Malice. So what I've noticed from the OCG matches I've been watching, Droll is very strong in the Ryzeal matchup. I think one of the main deck monsters is able to search a Ryzeal card, and so if you Droll in that point, the giant duo drive XYZ won't be able to do its double search. So if you can get a Droll nice and early, especially like on something like a bonfire or the first time they search, you are going to basically probably nearly turn skip them. However, I'm seeing a lot of cross out detonators, so you've got to expect that to come out as well, because it might be such a heavy hand trap format. Crossouts might be flying around everywhere. Next one is D-Barrier. If you call XYZs, they can't play the game. I can see them playing a couple of links, especially Donna, the for hire card as a link monster. I expect to see D-Barriers everywhere, so get yourself D-Barriers in the side deck. Obviously Labyrinth can play in the main, but calling XYZ is going to be very, very strong against them. You might even want to play D-Barrier going second, because you probably want to call crossout designator it. Next one is the Mulcharmies. So Mulcharmy Pirellia is really, really good because a few of them special summon from the hand, and obviously you can get your normal summons going too. If they play the big shark draw thing, then that's a double draw, because it will special summon from the hand because the spell cards have been activated, and then it adds the Shark Drake thing, which then it has a popular effect, so a special summon from the hand. So Pirellia is particularly strong against Ryzeal. Then you've got Book of Eclipse. I like Book of Eclipse if you are playing Malice in the main deck, because you can test it and it can be a very defensive card playing against Ryzeal. Or going second, you can just Book of Moon both the XYZs that will be on the field. So they should probably end with the big Ryzeal dead. Has it changed its name? Detonator? Dead Destroyer, whatever it's called. And then obviously Book of Moon, the duo drive. It's really, really strong for going first or second, especially when you're playing it with a link deck. Deck lockdown's really good. Just like Droll, it stops you from adding and special summoning from deck. That's what Ryzeal does. So I would consider having that in your side deck going first, especially if you've got a way to remove the deck lockdown yourself. I'm not sure if I would play deck lockdown after I've been hand trapped to oblivion. I don't know, it's one of those double-edged swords where it could bite you in the butt if you play it after you've been hand trapped a lot and you haven't got much on the board. So you've got to play it at a good time, the right time. But I guess when it comes back to you on the second standby phase, you're able to make your plays. Then is a common one that's been doing a lot of talking recently among the community is Ultimate Slayer. So Ultimate Slayer can just send the big giant XYZ to send the Ryzeal detonator back to the deck, and then on a new chain link, that card can, the big one in the graveyard, can negate cross. So that would be good, especially if they have duo drive left on the field. Cross has potential opportunity to negate a monster effect. So with the Ascent Agra Meralonically thing, you're able to take care of those two cards. So Ultimate Slayer is very, very strong in this format, and obviously Ultimate Slayer can be played really well into a Malice board too. And then the last card that I'm going to suggest is XC Encore, a card that I played against the mirror match with the Pearly, because I played Pearly, and it was also really good against Kashtira because they had the big, stupid Macrocosmos big monster. So, wow, horrible time. This one, if you're not familiar with, has got reprinted recently. You get all sorts of rarities for this one, so it's going to be really easy to pick up. Back in the day where Pearly was really strong, there was only two, I think maybe two ultras, or a secret and an ultra, and they were quite old. So you can't respond to this. And what's really, really cool is, even though you bring back the Ryzeals, and I guess they're going to get their effects, they come back as level 3s, so you can't XYZ with them. But if you don't kill them that turn, they've still got some resources by adding stuff from the deck because of their on-summon effects. So yeah, that's all the Ryzeal suggestions. If there's any suggestions that you can find yourself, shoot them down in the comments. And before I go over to the Malice one, please like and subscribe. I will do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away these awesome fire attribute sleeve chief sleeves. So if you want to be in this giveaway, just like and comment the video and definitely subscribe. And with your comment, tell me which deck you're going to be picking up if you are with Ryzeal and Malice. If you're not picking them up, which card are you going to rely on to beat these two strategies? And you can win these bad boys. So not as many cards I found that I think will be really cool here. However, some good options here. First one is going to be probably the one that everyone's been talking about, well, especially in these groups, these trade groups. People really want to get some Lancers, Artifact Lancers, especially in the Quarter Century Rares, because I think they came out in Rarity Collection 1 or 2. So really cool card into this matchup, because if you activate it in the draw phase in your opponent's turn, they can't banish any cards. So Malice can't do too much. Maybe they can set up something for doing stuff in your opponent's turn. Maybe they've drawn enough hand traps to be able to go, okay, cool. But otherwise, it might be a big scoop from them. Going forward, if you're going to be a Ryzeal player, 7th Tachyon will be able to search Lancia. That's one of the reasons why 7th Tachyon is a pretty good card. And then we have Nibiru, so just classic case of a combo deck, special summoning loads. They don't actually set up any negates to stop Nibiru, so I can see a world where they will probably put Crossout Designator in the deck to stop Nibiru, but I think definitely in the side deck this format Nibiru, and also Ryzeal does play into 5 summons. Then we have Imperial Iron Wall, just another anti-banishment card. Probably won't see as much play because it has a lot of setup, but if you're playing trap decks or you're playing a stun deck, Imperial Iron Wall can basically stop things from being banished, which is pretty cool. And then we have Chaos Hunter, so another card that will have tons of prints, and another card that can also stop things being banished. That first special summon, you're able to play Chaos Hunter, gets you a body on the field for your turn with 2500 attack. It just locks, it floodgates your opponent out of banishing, so very good against Malice. And then my last one is the alternative to D-Barrier for Link decks, and I think Spellbound, I keep saying Spellbound might be a good option going forward. It stops your opponent from using certain cards. It's got loads of prints as well, so this won't be a too spendy card. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls cannot be tributed, which is pretty cool, or used as material as Fusion, Synchro, XYZ, or Link summoning until the end of this turn. Cool that it's also a quick play spell. Maybe timing is going to be really important for this card. You probably want them to get a few bodies out, or you want them to like use a lot of their resources in their hand, then play Spellbound. But it's definitely like a D-Barrier where it's a go first card. So that's it. That's all my suggestions. If you've got any other suggestions and you want to be part of the giveaway for these, then shoot down in the comments. And I hope you enjoy this video, because I like this kind of content. So if you like this content, then let me know. Bye.